you know you make me float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope. 'Cause you.
Hey guys, a random disclaimer before we get into the video. The reason that I have that gray little blur bar at the beginning of the video, or not even beginning, but the whole video in general, is because I have this poster of Kaylani on my wall, and it's a little bit inappropriate. And I didn't realize that it was in the frame the whole video, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not about to refilm that video. So it was either try to figure out how to, edit something there, or just say F the video. So I figured something out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing another story time. And as you could tell by the title, this story time is about the time when me and my little cousin got caught vaping, and I got in so much trouble. I'm like, this was one of the worst whoopings I've ever had, okay y'all? And let me tell y'all what happened, okay? So this was back when I was in the 8th grade, and this was back in, I want to say 2014, right? I don't really remember. I just know that it was like cold outside, but I kind of don't remember. It might have been early 2015, but it could have been the end of 2014. So anyways, this like weekend I was staying over my daddy's house, but the only thing is at the time my daddy was staying with his brother, which is my uncle of course, because he had just divorced my stepmom. And so we would be staying over there anytime it was my weekend to go to my daddy's house. So anyway, this weekend was no different, except I was in trouble because my grades was so bad. Like I used to just not put the effort in, and it was not because I didn't know how to do the work or I didn't understand the material. I just simply did not care for it. My toxic trait is that whenever I'm not passionate about something, I really don't put my effort into it. And because I was not passionate about school, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So TT was failing, okay? And so with that being said, I remember that weekend I actually had a paper due in my English class, and it was basically a mini autobiography on myself. And so anyway, like I said, I'm going over to my daddy's house, and this particular weekend he was like, you better not have no electronics, because it's up and it's stuck. If you got any, it's tuck. If it's look, it's tuck. Okay? And my dad was so serious about that, y'all. So serious. So anyway, I go over there to my uncle's house, because that's where he's staying. And this particular weekend, my little cousin decided to come over to keep me company. So anyways, with that being said, my daddy had just bought a house, because he had been staying in my uncle's house for a little bit, but he had finally bought a house, and we have been moving his stuff back and forth, because my cousins live on one part of town and we live all the way on the other side. They live on the west side, we live on the east side. So we had drove from the west side to the east side to drop some stuff and then come back. So anyways, while we was moving the stuff around, mind you, it was me, my uncle, my little cousin, and my daddy, and of course me. We was all moving the stuff in and out of the house when my cousin had found a vape in my daddy's room, which was my uncle's basement, okay? So anyway, my cousin had found a regular tobacco vape, and he was like, oh my gosh, look what I found. And so I'm like, what the heck is that? And he was like, oh, you don't know what this is? I'm like, nah, mind you, y'all, my cousin is in the 6th grade. I'm in the 8th grade. I ain't know what a vape was. I didn't know what that was. My cousin was like, it's a vape. I'm like, what the heck? How do you know that? But I don't know that. So anyways, I'm like, okay, cool. So then, like I said, I had a paper due. So this was a Saturday that we was doing this. So come Sunday, my dad was like, I got errands to run, I got things to do, you need to go do that paper and handle some business, okay? So I was like, alright, cool. So I go and I'm typing up the paper on my daddy's computer, and I'm in the basement, and my little cousin is down here with me, keeping me company when he go and get the vape, right? So we start hitting the vape. Mind you, we don't know how to smoke. We ain't never smoked before, so we don't even know how to inhale, none of that. So anyways, we just hitting it, whatever, having fun. When my cousin was like, okay, like, you should stop because you already in trouble, and you know, I don't want us to get caught, whatever, so go ahead and finish your paper. I'm gonna hit it like 2 more times and then I'm gonna put it up, y'all. And something in me just was like, nah, tell him to put it up now. But I just didn't say nothing. I don't know why, but I should have followed my gut. So anyway, I'm typing up on the paper when out of nowhere. Mind you, the way the basement is set up and the way my daddy had it set up at the time was that the wall was basically behind me where the door was at to leave a room, but the computer is where the camera is. And so my back is towards the door, so I don't see when people come downstairs, especially because you can't even hear when people come down the stairs. So my uncle come down the stairs and he was like, what are y'all doing? And y'all, I don't know why that didn't like scare me or get me scared, but in my head I already knew I was going to be in hella trouble regardless, because even though I wasn't the one who was hitting at the time, like literally my little cousin was the one who was hitting it. Like, mind y'all, he had just sucked it in, and right when the smoke was going up is when my uncle came downstairs. So it was kind of like nowhere to, like, you know, make it seem like it was anything other than that. So anyway, my uncle immediately jumped on him and he's like, what the heck are you doing? This. He's going crazy. So then my uncle turned to me and he's like, why would you let him do that? Like, you just sitting here letting him do that. This, that, and the third. So my uncle going off. He like, bro, like, you supposed to lead by example. Whatever. You the bigger cousin. Like, why you just let him do this? And I just immediately was just like, I was doing it too, because one thing about my little cousin, he is snitch. So I already knew that he was going to snitch. And I was just like, it ain't no point in lying because, whatever. Like, I'm already in trouble. So immediately, my uncle going to my grandma. And my grandma started making a big deal. And she going to call my daddy. And they called my aunt and my cousin and stuff. So I'm already like, dang, I already know I'm in trouble. And my dad, like I said, had been out all dang day. So mind you, I didn't have my phone because I had my phone taken because, like I said, I didn't do good in school. So I was like, oh my gosh, like my mom was going to come pick me up from my uncle's house. And so I had snuck an iPad over there. It wasn't even an iPad. What it was a Nook. And for those who are like, what is a Nook? It was just an off-brand Kindle where I used to read like books and magazines. And the only app that I could have on there other than like book apps was Netflix. Like, for some reason no other apps work, like no social media app works. So anyway, I had snuck that tablet over there and I hurried and I emailed my mom, but of course my mom do not be checking her emails like that because she get a lot. So she didn't see my email where I was basically telling her what happened, like, come get me. I should have just called her when she said, like, girl, you should have just called me because it could have prevented what I'm about to tell y'all. So anyways, my cousin ended up leaving because at that time my cousin used to play basketball and he would go to basketball practice on Sundays. So he still went to the basketball practice, but my uncle told his coach and the coach made him work. Like, I think he had to run the whole practice and the practice was like 2 hours. So anyways, I'm waiting on my daddy. I'm nervous. I already know I'm going to be in big trouble. Immediately, y'all, when my daddy walk in the house, the way my uncle's house is set up, it's a split level. So you walk in, it's like stairs to go up and then stairs to go down. And my daddy's room, which like I said was in the basement, when you walk in the front door, you would go down the little stairs and bust a little right and it's right there. Or you could go up this little stairs and it'll take you to the living room, along with everything else in the house, along like the kitchen, the other bedrooms, laundry room, whatever. So my daddy come into the house and he's standing at the part where the stairs split and he was like, come downstairs. I was like, yeah. He got to wear me out, y'all. Do y'all know that, like I said, that was the worst whooping I ever had. Mind you, my mom was typically the whooping parent. Like, my dad did not whoop unless you did something so bad. And the only time my dad had ever whooped me before that was when I was in the 3rd grade. Long story short, I was trying on jeans at Sears. And I waited to the last second to tell my daddy I had to go pee. And long story short, I peed in the jeans in Sears. So I did get a whooping for that. But this was my second whooping that he ever gave me. But y'all, like, to this day, like I said, my mom was a whoop first, ask questions later. Like, that was that was the worst whooping I ever had, y'all. Like, seriously. So bad that I never did that mess again. I ain't vape again until I was dang grown. Till I was literally 20, y'all. 20, 21. Seriously, like, cross my heart, hope to die. For real. Like, that traumatized me. But yeah, y'all. So with that being said, that's my story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all want to see more story times, especially my little funny ones from my childhood, because I just have so much random stuff that be happening. And if y'all want to see specific stuff, just drop questions down in the comment section. Like, let me know what y'all want to see. For real, I'm open to giving y'all anything y'all want to see when it comes to like vlogs, story times, even like makeup, skincare, whatever. So yeah, let me know. But with that being said, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more. Arrivederci.